if I can encapsulate Randy in a few words, it would be musical integrity. He was born into a musical family, music professors. His family owned a music school. He learned how to play guitar from 4 or 5 years old. So by the time that I started playing with him in 1978, he was already educated. Music theory, composition, sight reading, everything. And but it's really interesting because usually rock musicians, all of us, I would say most of us, we learn by ear. We listen, put on the records, and now you do streaming and stuff like that, and we got certain tools that facilitates learning quicker. And then of course you have all the tutorials on YouTube. But back in the day, it was kind of like you have to do it on your own because there was no rock schools back then. Teach you how to be a rock musician. So you have to kind of like pick it up on your own, hang out with your buddies, go to concerts, listen to the radio. I would sit there listening to the radio because the song went by and I didn't get the bridge. So I gotta sit there for 3 hours waiting until the song got played again, or pick it up, things like that. But Randy, he had a whole different journey as a musician. He went through academia. He learned everything from the beginning to becoming a proficient, becoming a professor. He was teaching at his family school, Musonia, which still stands in North Hollywood. And so we were playing in Prior Riot together. We started playing in 1978. And at this time, I had never heard Randy play classical guitar yet. Because, he would come to rehearsals straight from teaching, and we would rehearse for like a couple of hours, and then he would go home and start all over again. It was a pattern every single day. And then he invited me to become a teacher, bass teacher at the school. And the first time in between lessons, I see him picking up a classical guitar, and he's playing actually more intricate, musical, more classical oriented than the blues-based music that we were doing, rock and roll. And I go, I didn't know you could play like that. And he says, well, we don't do that in Choir Riot. So this is something that later on, by 79, when he joined Ozzy, he was able to bring that into Ozzy's music. I remember I asked him, how did this happen? That you've gone from like writing, composing, for the Japanese release of the Choir Riot albums 1 and 2, and it's all rock and roll bass, and now you have Blizzard of Oz record. And when I heard it for the first time, I couldn't believe it was the same guitar player I was playing with, And I go, how did this happen? He says, well, I asked Ozzy, what do you want me to write? And Ozzy said, just be yourself. Okay, so that's the real Randy Rose that came out, because when we were playing together in 78, 79, we were just trying to please the record companies. We were just chasing our own tail. We would talk to somebody go to a meeting at a record company, and they'll pull out Billboard magazine and say, well, if you guys write a song like this one that's in the charts, bring me the demo, and we'll see what happens. Then we'll go, make the demo, come back, play it for the guy, and he'll go, well, that song is not in the charts anymore.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I said that because I did A&R to record